How's it going? How's everyone doing? Let me scoot on closer. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to Denoted. I got a new little thingy here, okay? So I can like pick it up and do this, you know what I mean? I've been working about an hour on everything. So just let me know how it's sounding, how it's going. Same mic as last week, just a new device. The vibrations on the desk, even with the shock mount, ain't my thing. It annoys me. This one you can hear a little. Okay, so I'm gonna try my best to be professional with with my yard sale equipment here. Okay, I'm gonna try my best, but you're probably gonna hear tonk every now and then. So I apologize, but let me know. The suppression I put on and the filters and everything seems to be a little bit better. As well as I got my whispers down. and I got my loud voice down, so it should be more. Uh, yeah, I'm just sorry. I'm not good with this. I'm getting old. I'm slowly turning into a boomer. And I'm seeing it. Technology's crazy. But anyways, welcome to Denoted. I don't know if it's too late. I apologize to the ELR crew. I haven't promoted whatsoever on TMA. Well, we have done it on TMA, but there is the February month-long mix hosted by Rocky and Fiddy and all those cool crew over there. They do it every month. It looks like we'll have one for March. So I figured even though it's late and you have like, 2.5 hours until the end of February, you could do this for next month. So we'll see about that. All right. Let's see. Let's get to it. So this is the Rocky episode. Definitely way before Rocky. Rocky doesn't always show up in chat, so he'll probably watch the replay. Hopefully so. But this was an idea kind of created by him. He said, do milk and honey. And I was like, yeah, what, one flavor? And then I can't remember who in chat was like, gave me the idea or said it themselves, but splitting up the milk and the honey flavors. So we're going to have not too many flavors because I don't have too many milks and I don't have too many honeys as well. So it should be a fun episode, as well as I don't like a lot of honeys. So I think I'll end with honey because that would be way more entertaining. How's my audio sounding? I'll check. That seems to be good. The audio seems to be good. Maybe turn it down just a smidge. There's Rocky. I didn't think he would show up. Right around there looks good. Cheers, Rocky. Let me see. Get the zoom on right there. Does that look good? There we go. All right, so one of the most popular noted OG episodes is Milk. Also, one of the most torturous for poor old Dave ID10T idiot. Very challenging to do this. Luckily, I have filtered out the hard part throughout the years. Most of the milks, they're hit or miss. So I'm not even going to say most. It just kind of depends upon the situation. Dairy milk TPA was in my first order. I somehow have a 60 ml of this. I don't remember how, and I don't know why. Not the slightest clue, but I have about a 60 ml of it plus some sample bottles. It is, it passes. Like it's okay, good. Okay / good. Is it the best? Is it the greatest? No. Does it have a lot of depth and body? No. Essentially what I get from it is kind of dry milk, almost to like a malted kind of state. Very apical in certain regards. Just kind of depends upon when you want to use it. I don't even know what percentage is recommended on ELR. I tend to use it like 1 to 2. I don't think you could push it too much higher. Yeah, 2.4 is right, and it's got all the good stuff. That being said, it's not bad. I like it, but I don't love it. It does have kind of somewhat of a dry, waxy milk kind of thing to it, which is why I said the malt thing. Like it would definitely go well with like a Whopper or something like that. But the depth, the body is not there. It's not a thick milk. We're talking about like skim, 1% or less. Like it's very thin milk. It does do well with others. It's not a dick or anything, but it's just not the most enjoyable or the best milk you can get. However, it is regularly available. It is one of the OG flavors. And it's, like I said, it's good, okay. If you're looking for a specific situation of milk, I recommend it. even in milkshakes, it can do well to give it kind of that artificial kind of milk taste that you get in some milkshakes. Turn off the fan, I'm freezing my back off, buddy. All right, but it's a good flavor. I mean, it's $1 flavor. Like, it's one of those flavors, TPA, TFA. Like, even when they're decent, it can't hurt to, like, just try it out. I don't think this is bad by any means, but however, I'm pretty sure a lot of people think it's bad. I can see that, a dry, waxy note kind of taking over. Now it's quiet. It's very quiet in here. I don't like it. I almost want to play music. Welcome to ASMR. Yeah. All right, so malted milk TPA. How is, first off, let's talk some crap. How is TPA the top two? I mean, I guess it's because of, longevity and old. Malted milk TPA is essentially a more malted version of TPA dairy milk. It is essentially the same, very thin. The body is not there. And yeah, it has more malted presence. More Whopper kind of milkshake kind of vibe. Both I think are only utilized in that, like milkshakes and Whoppers and anything malt, I think is where they excel. But if you're just trying to add some cream or anything to your recipe or some milk to your recipe, I don't think they're the best. They're so thin. They work well with others. Like, they don't bully anyone, but they can get bullied. At the same time, their off notes of waxiness can show up even though the flavor is kind of lackluster. So they aren't the easiest to work with, but they aren't difficult. Like I said, you could get both of them for under like $3. So if you do, I mean, there's so much that you can get from this. I mean, so many notes. I can't even zoom out all the way. So there's endless amounts of information to convince yourself or to not to. And on a tangent kind of side note, that's literally what I do is I look up a flavor, say I didn't have malted milk. The first thing I immediately do is I look at the ratings. All right, so this is a little bit above average, I guess, whatever you want to say. I read the notes. I go through the ratings, kind of look for big names that I know or have. Charles Manson gave it 4 stars, TZ gave it 4 stars, or looking for mixers that you relate to. Then I go to most commonly used, just real quick, just to see, like, get any ideas. All right, obviously people do this with strawberries and cream. Okay, cool. And then recipes, you see it utilized. If there is reviews, you can read them and actually verify them. And you just kind of go through here. You can also sort through ratings. And then I do that again at ATF. I go to BCF or anywhere where there's ratings. I read them. Reddit, if it's Inawera website has a forum. So as long as you can translate, I do that. And then I try my best to convince myself not to get the flavor. Because most of these you don't need. I'm sorry. So that's kind of my whole process as a little tangent for y'all. I know that doesn't matter, but don't jump the gun. Rocky, please come forward. Rocky, please come forward. It is your time. All right, so Favora Milk and Honey. How is this third, by the way? All right, so this is named after a biblical verse, or in reference to a biblical verse. There's several biblical verses that relate to milk and honey. There is also symbolism, the metaphor for a promised land, a land of abundance, richness, and nourishment, as well. There's a ton of scriptures. There's I guess 100, but there's plenty relating to that. Now, if you search what is milk and honey without in the Bible, It's also a book by Rupi Kohar. I'm sorry about the name. That is a collection of poetry and prose about survival and healing. I don't speak English well, so I'm pretty sure 5 words I mispronounced there, but what are you going to do? I blame the South. But yeah, that's what milk and honey is. So essentially, this is not milk and just honey. Essentially, it has no purpose. You know, it's a symbolic kind of reference, land flowing of milk and honey, kind of like, you know, abundance. However, I don't get much milk out of this. This is more focused on like a creamy kind of honey. It is a 1% to start. All right. And that might be too much. A lot of my favorite recipes, I've utilized this at 0.5 to 0.75 to, it does, you know, what a lot of Favora flavors do. It just makes the recipe better. Similar to golden kiwi or shisha and green strawberry from Capella. It just makes recipes better. And milk and honey does that. Now, I'm not saying you can go add it to your menthol recipe and you're good to go. I mean, I don't know. I could make it work. It would take some time. But what I'm saying is, I don't even know what I'm saying. I got distracted by the WS-23 and milk and honey, and if that possible. I'm back. Don't worry, Tangent. Don't worry, Eddie. I came back. Now I'm lost again. I'm not saying you can go and apply this to any kind of recipe and it makes it better, but if the recipe has any need or want or is encouraged by using any kind of creamy, milky, honey kind of flavor, this is a potential to make it better by just putting 0.25 to 0.75. Now, I don't know the average. 1.3 is a little too high. I would not start off with this. This is one of their, it's not their most potent, but it's a very potent flavor. And even though it is, you know, I wouldn't say easy to mix with, it can be a little bit of a bully. It is a very full-bodied, thick flavor. That's why I don't think milk as much as I think cream. It's very dense, and no lack of the term, there is density in it. That's, you know, let me try to find a recipe where I use it. It's going to be hard because it's probably all rocky here. Oh my gosh, look at that picture. Oh, it's Starry Night. Just Rocky and Buster and Goose. You guys making it hard for me to find my recipes. Got straight. Rocky, Echo, Rocky, Echo. Okay. You guys are good. How many pages am I going to have to go? I know this wasn't not that long ago. Got Mandalorian in here. Doxy. Where's Doxy been? I hope she's okay. Dusty Rose. Where's Dusty Rose been? I hope they're okay. Hope Toonie's okay. Hope CV's okay. Hope Mixin' Hope is okay. Hope Steve-O's okay. Alright. I haven't mixed with it well, I haven't mixed with it to the point where, take me to the sea. Where they been? Okay. I guess it's been a couple years. I wonder if I didn't even think it was of quality to release, which I know I made some good. All right, we're going to do this. Is going to take 15 years because of Rocky. We're going to find it. All right. Milk, honey. Hide private. There we go. That's why. So I put it in here. And simple white chocolate tobacco, full on creamy. This is very enjoyable and probably be more renditions. Yeah, whatever. Okay. So this was my rendition of a white chocolate RY4, white chocolate tobacco, a white chocolate base that you can add real tobacco to, or you can just keep as is, because I don't know. Or yeah, I think it was an RY4. Where the hell is the RY4? Is this it? I think it's the, oh yeah, because I always get kind of a little bit of Soho vibes from here, like RY4 vibes, not saying tobacco vibes. But anyways, I utilized it here because I just wanted with everything here, it was lacking a little bit of thinness, as well as I wanted some cream to kind of soften it up. And I also wanted kind of like a honey kind of toffee, caramel kind of honey, you know what I mean? A little bit of brown in there. And I added it at 1%. I thought that would be a good starting point. And then after trying it, I was like, man, maybe I should have started lower. It ended up being the right judgment. And it's just a delicious, it adds more depth. It adds more body to the recipe while complementing all the flavors and still showing up. Now, if I put this to 1.25 to 1.5, I think it would immediately unbalance the whole recipe. That's how simple of a fluctuation. I don't even know if that's a word. Look at me getting a intelligente here. But that fluctuation is so drastic. So you have to be careful in that regard. The most experienced mixer by far is Rocky. So if you just go and look at Rocky's recipes, you can see how emotional it can be. We'll just go to the latest recipe, which is conveniently titled. What is this? Translate. Honey pudding. Boom, right there. 0.5 is all he uses for this. We're going to go to another one, avocado for limerty. 0.6. Now, Rocky is a little bit more of, I don't even want to say super taster, but he finds the bare minimum, not even bare minimum, but the minimum that you can do where you get abundance of flavor. While still doing, like 3% right here is nothing crazy, 1% here is nothing crazy, and then the 0.6 and the 0.5, those are all subjective, but he's not lying when it comes to milk and honey being a lot more potent. There is other flavors that he, specifically with Favora, that he turns down the notch of the average, and that's fine. Everyone's different, but this is not subjective. I highly recommend 0.5, work your way up. Especially if you have a developed recipe that is good, like say he had this recipe and he just wanted to add milk and honey, start as low as possible and work your way up. It is an absolutely delightful flavor once you figure out how to manage it. Like I said, I don't get a abundance of milk in there. It's more of like a thick, dense cream. Even like maybe a pouring custard, like a anglaise, creme anglaise, something like that. But yeah, well, you can't even see it. But yeah, great flavor. Definitely recommend it. Now, if you're into desserts, I recommend it. As a tropical guy, you don't need it. I have tried to incorporate weird stuff with it. Unfortunately, the weirdest I can get is tobaccos. It's just not friendly with others. But when it is friendly, that motherfucker daps you up. Yeah, one of Favora's, I would say one of their underrated flavors, as well as overlooked. A lot of people try this flavor and it's like, okay, and then that's it. It ends up in the chest with a whole bunch of VTA, and this flavor is good. Rocky he is a fan, but his exaggerations are not discouraged. This is a very lovable flavor. Maybe not to a gallon extent that Rocky does, but it is a great flavor. Now on to, this technically is milky, not milk. We're going to do our things. By the way, with the poll, I would love to hear why you wouldn't want to see it. Should I open up a second channel? Should I keep it all on one? I'd rather just keep it all on one and have like different kind of, episodes or whatever you want to call it, create playlists. But then again, being associated this way, I don't see, the problem is like stuff like BCF. If I create a separate channel where I don't even mention this and talk about the flavors, I could promote BCF, BCF could promote me, and it wouldn't be revolving around this little thing. So it's one of those things where I do this only because I enjoy it. I don't have any benefit financially from it whatsoever. I enjoy it. I like helping them, helping them, helping y'all. Them, what the hell does that mean? Uh, and I, at the same time, I want to enjoy it. If I don't enjoy it, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it. That's why I stopped for a while. So I'm just, I'm at a kind of like a standstill. I don't, also financially, I don't want to buy a bunch of coffee. I've already bought too much. You know what I mean? But it's just so damn good sometimes when you make a cold brew and it's successful. But at the same time, I don't want money from YouTube. I don't expect money from YouTube. So then Patreon would have to be a source of income to fund. You know what I mean? I'm just curious to see what y'all think. And it's also something that I want. I'll show y'all right now. This coffee is so good. It's Canadian. So you know I'm not lying because I mess with the Canadians all the time. That is not what I meant. Coffee. I can't pronounce it. It's not Wondering. It's Musca Moscavo. Is that it? There it is. Here we go. I'm trying to go to the main website. All right. So this is it. It's a dark roast. So I like dark roast. It's South and Central. Yeah, South and Central beans, which honestly I like African beans and South American beans the best. That's just me. Don't hate on me. I also love like random stuff like South Asia, but anyways, the reason why it sold me is it had a smoky finish, which I don't know. I mean, it has a like dark chocolate is very prominent. Oiled, I don't know. That's just weird. I mean, it's definitely, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't dry the palate. And the smoky finish, like, yeah, I kind of get it. It's not to the degree that you think. It's like if you could take all the positive stuff of smoke and drink it, that's what it would. And it's very thick. It's got a big body. Apparently it put them on the map, but yeah, they're 100% Arabica coffee. Yeah, and this is what made me want to do the reviews because I was like, so what happened is a coworker of mine recommended the company, but a different one. It was a light roast and it had fruits in it. I don't want no fruits in my coffee. I'm sorry. Get out of here. I don't mind if you do light, medium, dark roast. That's fine. Just no fruits. Like, I don't want fruits. If I want fruits, I'll drink lemonade and fruit punch or whatever. Like, I want coffee. I want to hate my life right now. I'm just kidding. That's a joke, but that was funny. And so I looked at their other selection and bam, Black Bear matched like what I want: dark roast, bold, no fruits. And then I was like, dang, this is really good. I did a little over 1 cup to start. I'm learning, so now I know I need to, weigh stuff. But it came out fantastic. Like it instantly was like, bro, I would love to like explore trying new coffees and stuff. And then what's cool about this is we can incorporate and promote and help businesses that have helped us. We can help NOMS and BCF more freely where there's no restrictions because it's coffee and we're adding flavors to coffee. You see what I'm saying? So that's the only reason I would split the channels. But then I gotta log in and all. I don't give a crap. But I would love to be able to openly promote these people that have done us so well as a community for years and had no need to. You think we compare to the food eater? The food companies, candy makers, beer makers, candle makers? No, we don't. We're maybe 5%, maybe 10% if we're lucky. So I would love to give back to them in a more ample audience because there's millions of us, but who doesn't eat or drink coffee? One of the two. You have to do one of the two at least. I mean, you're going to be awake but hungry, or you're going to be sleepy but full. So, I mean, you know what I mean. But there's my little tangent. I have gone I'm sorry. The main thing, guys, about this channel, just me, Sam and Linda, they're probably the same way, but I never want to speak for them, is to be myself. So I'm never going to be like, this has to be, we have to talk about milk and honey right now. Has to be that. No, I can talk about whatever the hell I want, which is what I want to come off. I want it to be genuine. I want it to be natural. No editing, no commercial shit, just pure raw, stupid crap coming out of my mouth. And then from there, hopefully you find entertainment, joy. Hopefully, mainly I would love to bring more happiness to you and make you laugh a little bit. I am a little quirky, unfortunately, but I want to stay genuine. So I apologize because I know some people don't want me to talk about other stuff. They want to... There's timestamps in a couple of days. Eddie is a legend with the timestamps. So you really don't need to watch live. No, stay. It's okay. Okay, we'll get back on topic. Don't hurt me. Anyways, this is a really good coffee, just saying. They also make decaf. They make decaf. I haven't tried decaf, but I could get into it. I don't see why not. Let's see. Don't split channel. You and body. Big body. You know I love the bodies. What can I say? I love a big body. And now it's hot. And we're back. There we go. Nice and chilly back. Wally World right now. Can't stay at Wally. What the hell in the Mid-South are you talking about? Wally World? Question mark? Wally World. Wally World. American Retail. That's what they call it. We just called it, I don't know what, but Rocky, thank you for the idea. And also thank you for coming. Better be some great coffee, big body. Don't split channel. Keep it as one and try not to talk about it. Maybe combine the flavors and coffee reviews. Then you can be monetized, maybe. Yeah, that's definitely what I was going to do is, I think, as we're on a tangent, apologize. I think what would be great is like, say we take 10 flavors, right? Add it to 10 coffees. The same coffee. Each one is a cold brew of the same kind. I'm only drinking cold brew. I don't like hot. It doesn't matter if it's negative 50 degrees outside. I want my soul cold. Okay? And then we take like 5-10 coffees and we add like 1 drop of FA hazelnut and then 1 drop of milk and honey, right? Then 2 drops and 3 drops and try different flavors and just, kind of do some tests. But also just keeping it purely about coffee would be fine as well. But yeah, that's why I try not to mention that word too much because I've already gotten so much strikes as is. My descriptions were bad and so they slowly went down and started striking, my channels. Or my videos, and so I had to edit all of it. So I already have 2 strikes. So I'm the 3rd strike's a charm right now. So I'm trying to be a good boy. I don't want to add fruit. Anyways, creamy, milky undertones. It is not a milk. It is milky, but whatever. We're gonna talk about it. This is my favorite milk, even though it's kind of not a milk. It's It's hard to explain. It's like a thin, thicker, like a coffee creamer almost. Like something that's thick but thin. Like, you can pour at a rapid rate, but it has some density to it. I think it's like whole milk creamer, if that makes sense. Like whole milk creamer is kind of what I get out. And I'm making it sound terrible. But 1 to 1.5 in a mix just makes it nice and creamy. Adds some density to it. Adds a nice fitty. Adds a nice body. And yeah, it's a great flavor. It doesn't have any kind of like vanilla or anything to it. Just simple kind of milk. It would be perfect to add to this, honestly. It's a really good flavor, and I'm harsh on 101 because honestly, 101 kind of sucks. Don't at me, bro. It just, they kind of suck. they're they make so many flavors that there's a lot of bad in there. And also, I think they're fully focused on food, which I don't blame them, but it just doesn't transcend all the time. Um, so I'm pretty harsh on them. My palate just doesn't like a lot of their flavors. But this one I freaking love. However, sometimes it gets lost in the mix, and I don't believe in steeping. You know me, I don't give a hoot about steeping. This needs a little bit. It needs a little bit. Now, how much is a little bit depends upon you. I'm assuming you would say 7 to 14 days. For me, it's about 3 to 7 is where the longer you wait, the thicker and more it comes out. So if you tested it on the shake and vape, it might not even be there, and you're just like, hey, where's the milky undertone? This is way too under my tone. And yeah, just give it a couple more days and try it, and it kind of shows up. It's got that Lorenz cream cheese icing kind of deal where it's like it is better with the steep and grows with the steep. Yeah, one of my favorite flavors. I love it. I have mixes of it, I'm pretty sure. Recently, I think during the holidays. Excuse me. Or not. I guess not. Dude, I'm terrible at like, have I think I just stopped releasing recipes. Like, I just, I'm not afraid of getting criticized or criticism or anything like that. My biggest fear is someone mixing my flavor or my recipe and being like, I hate this. What the hell is this? And then like they just give up, or I don't want someone to mix something that is not good. Like, what I mean? This is what I'm doing right now. It's okay. In the future, we're going to talk about this DC crap in detail, because I'm going through the pits with it right now. It's not terrible, but we got to talk about it. But I used creamy milky undertone recently. By the way, if you ever want an episode where we just look at my hidden recipes, I don't care. I mean, I go through them. Let me find like this one. This one's was a lot of times I'm just doing stuff to get by, and I know it's gonna be okay. Did I mix this? But it's always to the point where I'm like, I don't think I should release it. I don't want someone to mix it and not like it. It needs to be solid. As well as a lot of times I like it the first like 7 days, and then after 2 weeks or a week and a half, I'm like, my palate's kind of got numb to it. Okay, so I mixed a while ago. So I haven't had anything that I've liked recently. But I like this flavor. I think it's pretty clutch for doing what it needs to do. It is definitely undertone. Don't think you're getting a bass out of this. I like it. Definitely, honestly, like, it might be top 2, top 3 for triple O for me. I don't have abundance. I hate saying this. I hate being like, I don't have a lot of like a triple O, but I got like 60 to 70. Like that just, I don't have their entire lineup. I think I got like 40 to 50 flavors, somewhere around there. And I would definitely put this probably in the top 3 minimal. Might be 2. I think, strawberry jam has kind of a chokehold, just because that's what I think of strawberry jam, is a buttery, you feel the seeds in it kind of strawberry jam. That's what I think of. But at the end of the day, longevity, milky undertone is going to be more versatile. It's solid, it's consistent, it's friendly. I recommend it. I won't say that much, but like, you need to get it, but definitely get this. By the way, after like 2 years, I think my X-Rose battery's gone. It's dying quicker and quicker. But I've dropped that shit on concrete at least 50 times now. I don't know how it's still alive. That thing's more chipped up than a bag of potatoes, and that doesn't even make sense. FA milk. Time for Fitty to get mad. Time for Fitty to get mad. This flavor ain't that good. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm gonna sip my coffee and not give a shit. It's not that good. I call that a Jaeger. Not. I don't know. So, why is Flavor Art milk not good? It tastes like milk. Everyone's gonna say, oh, it tastes like whole milk. Where's the thickness? Do you guys drink milk? Like, I feel bad for you if you're drinking milk and think this is milk. It's not thick enough to be milk. Now, does it taste like milk? Yeah, it tastes like 1% milk, like thin, very thin milk. Is that if that's what you're looking for, then yeah, it's good. I want a thicker milk. I want thick. I want that body. I want thick, okay? And it's very thin. 1 to 2% is usually what I do it at. As you can see, it's here. And as you can see, it's an average flavor. 3.5 stars out of 130 reviews. It's got this stigma because originally it is palate coating, but I wouldn't say it's after. It's more like a dryness per se, or like dehydrating. Kind of like you need a sip of water. But I don't think it's whole milk, and I think this flavor gets a lot of attention and a lot of popularity because when it came out, it was the best. If you compare this to 2016 and what is available, yeah, then it is by far, or what I can think of off the top of my head, significantly better. But TPA regular is they're I would say they're in the same realm. Now they're not overly dry, and I'm not saying you're sitting there in the Sahara, but they don't give me the body that I want from a whole milk. It's too thin, not thick enough. Now with better milks out there, I don't put it in top 5, top 8. Undertone was available back then. Damn. Well, then it wasn't significantly better, and then I don't know why y'all thought it was the best. I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong, it's not terrible, but it's a very thin milk. Almost like a cream, no vanilla or anything like that. And then in mixes is where I really don't like it. For some reason, my palate, it gets muddled or muted very easily. I mean, it's milk, so what do you expect? But it's the very opposite of Triple O, where Triple O kind of grows with the steep, and it can show up if you push it. And then when you push this flavor above, 2.5, 2, somewhere around there, it starts to get a little sour for me. So there's a ton of pros and cons with this flavor. I think it's a good flavor. I don't think it's a legendary flavor. I don't think it's an end all. I don't think it's your solution for finding milk. Also, that sourness, it can show up random times. If you have it around 1 to 1.5, it doesn't show up at all. But the problem at that range for me is it just gets tossed aside. Not even blended like a strawberry milk. Just goodbye. Like my palate was strawberries, but I've tried pushing it that high because I didn't taste it in a mix. In a single flavor test, I did it at 1 and 2. And then in a mix, I tried to push it up because I wasn't tasting it at 2%. And I'm like, what the hell? And so that's why I did it. As I said, 1 to 2 is where most people use it, and I usually use it 1 to 1.5 is where I would start. But like I said, it's good, but it's not the greatest. I don't think it's the end all. It's way too thin. No, we're not doing milk chocolate. Fruit circles with milk. We'll save that for the, if I can remember, the cereal episode. Flavor West, what? Let's try to figure out this one. Wait, what? That's that scared me. I think Fiddy had a heart attack for a split second. I hate when it's like this because you're like, wait, what? 18.2% of medicine flour? You're just gonna become dark chocolate at that point. Like you're just gonna turn into dark chocolate. It's gonna be like, hey, I'm Hershey. Um, I get what could it be? I don't know why any of these would be up here since we searched milk. Sweet creamy milk chocolate. It must be milk chocolate. Somewhere is milk chocolate. So we've gotten the name. What's the company? Okay. We're never going to get it. And it doesn't matter because it's a milk chocolate. Anyways, Flavor West, I didn't get because I heard so much bad things about it. Take that as you will. But as you can see here, it has a 3 stars out of 51. So it's not as terrible. But I did research on it a while ago. And for some reason, I don't know why. Maybe, as I told you, my philosophy, there was a review. Some prevent me from going. We can do condensed milk again. All right. Hey, Linda. I did not buy it from a rebottler. I bought it from 2 places actually. So I bought it, or maybe even 3. Noms, BCF, and Nick River. I think the Noms one they had rebottles, but I don't think I got the rebottle. But the current one that I still have in possession is the Nick River one because I got like 30 or 60 of it, and so I have a decent amount of it. Like I don't hate the flavor. I just was very disappointed because people kept saying it's whole milk and it's not whole milk. Anyways, speaking of whole milk and a whole lot more milk, condensed milk is thick. All right. So condensed milk Perilium, one of my favorite milks. It's it's condensed, so it's not like a genuine milk, whatever. But if you've ever had condensed milk, it's a very thick, sweet, syrupy like type milk. It's delicious. Any of these sweetened? I mean, what do you mean? That's essentially Perilium is not like sweetened to the point of like, oh my god, but it's definitely sweet. It's not abnormally sweet. Like it's not like traditional as sweet as a condensed milk, but it's there. It's a little bit there. Like if we're talking on the realm of how much cap super sweet they've already added, let's say, to this flavor, they probably added 0.25, but it's delicious. And when you add sweetener to it, it achieves what you would want. This is the best condensed milk in my opinion, one of the best milk flavors, a really good flavor, but another flavor that does better with the steep. If you forget this flavor for 2 weeks, and that's coming from me, I have to wait 2 weeks, it is absolutely amazing. It kind of blooms. So anywhere from like, give it 3 days, try it every 3 days until it hits the spot, if you can make it that long. The problem with this flavor is I make a big batch, I try to, because I can't wait. And then by the end of the bottle, that's where I'm like, I should have waited. But that's how good the flavor is, because it's still good at the beginning. It just gets better. So if you shake and vape it, don't be like, oh, this is not what I thought. The density, the thickness, the body, and the flavor will come out more every 3 days, slowly more and more. Every day it gets better. I use it 1 to 2 2, 1.5 to 2 is a good spot. 1, it can get a muddled a little bit, but 1.5 to 2, fantastic. Um, like I said, it's not as sweet as normal condensed milk, but trust me, you would want that because you can work with it and kind of customize it. And if this flavor was sweet, I feel like it would just overtake every flavor. But wait, maybe it has some in it. Nope, I don't know. Let's see. But yeah, I'm not gonna make a list, but I would definitely put it in my top 5. Uh, we can do this because it's good. Milky caramel fudge SSA 1 to 2% is what you want to do. I love this in my backos. That's where I typically use it. If BCF doesn't, Noms does. One of them has it for sure. Yeah, I gotta remember to look at Noms. But Milky Caramel Fudge SSA, we'll go over it. I know it's not a real milky kind of, we'll go over it. To me, this is like you get a creamy, not really, like I guess that's what milky means, creamy kind of caramel. The fudge aspect is not too much there. It's just kind of a generic kind of chocolate, caramel chocolate kind of deal. It's got this has a great palate, like coating essence. A thick layer goes over your tongue. It's absolutely a delight to work with. It's kind of fail proof, which makes it really good. It's great in desserts and backos, milkshakes, whatever you need to do. It does well. The flavor you get out of it is good, but like I said, it's more of like creamy, slightly creamy caramel with a little bit of chocolate on top. Like the chocolate is or fudge, whatever you want to call it, is definitely in the background, and the milky, it's mostly a caramel flavor that I get. It's one of my favorites from SSA. It really complements backo flavors because it rounds off the edges, the sharp edges, and kind of softens it up while giving it a generic sweetness and adding a little bit more depth to the body. Giggity. And yeah, it does great. I think it was we saw it in the previous recipe, the white chocolate one. But yeah. I get light chocolate. Right. Like I said, like it's mostly a creamy, mostly a caramel with a little bit of cream and a little bit of chocolate over top. Like imagine shaved chocolate. That's kind of what I get, like very thin kind of chocolate. And it's definitely not prominent. You notice it a lot more when you mix with backos. Like if you don't want a chocolate note in there, you'll notice it kind of complement the chocolate notes that you get in the other flavors. I like it. I'm not too keen. What up, Annihilator? And Linda and Sam. Milk DX. I don't think I have that one. We already went over this one. If you want to check out that, you can go over to this guy, and you can go here, and you can scroll down a little bit. And where am I? Where's the coffee? Wait, I scrolled too far. There. You can go to this episode. Right, there's me. Look at me. No, me. And then you click 856. All right. Whoa. So now, hey, of the good ones, stop talking. There you go. It's a good flavor. Yeah. Go watch that episode if you'd like to hear more about it. Milk Favora. I don't have it, I guess. I think I do. Not the biggest fan. What is this, 1%? Yeah, not the biggest fan. To me, so pretty much this is like FA milk, but a failed attempt. It's even thinner and more sour, uh, and just harder to work with and not as tasty. Uh, I didn't enjoy it. I'm pretty sure that's why it's not added. I don't ever use it. Yeah, it's not. It's on the borderline of bad and right? Because I can see people liking this. I think it would be useful maybe in Greek yogurts, the complement to sour. I don't know. But for my palate, it was just, it's not the milk and honey. Well, there's not much milk in there, anyways, but um, yeah, I didn't enjoy uh, Aurora. Nothing better than a thick, sour body. Where were we? Where were we? Where were we? Coffee milk froth. I'm pretty sure I went over that one. So you can go check out the coffee episode again. Once again, really good milky froth, but has a butter note. So, Milk Fresh I don't have, but looking at that review, kind of curious. Coconut milk I don't have. Chocolate milk triple O is a good flavor, but I've never gotten around to getting it. Apparently it's a little thin, so you have to kind of push it up to a little bit higher percentage, but it tastes like a chocolate milk. But I've never got around to get that one, or I think VTA. White chocolate milky cream. Didn't we do a white chocolate episode? Right? Right? At this point, I've done too much. I haven't even done like 50 episodes and I'm getting confused. No. Didn't we do a white chocolate episode? Yeah, the second episode ever, where you get to see me fiddle around and Fiddy gets angry because I play an 8-minute song. You can go watch that video. And if you scroll down here, you can go here to Mr. Eddie, who I've pinned and hearted and talked to and all that stuff. And you can click wherever it is. Anyways, there's that. I might as well just keep this open. How many are not milk? Strawberry milkshake, we did that. Noted DX. Milk chocolate ain't doing it. Condensed milk. Lube. Mousse milk. Do I have condensed milk? That's good. I don't have mousse milk. Oh. Yeah, so that's probably why I've never gotten it. I don't know. Vanilla wafer with milk by Perillium is not that bad. The problem is like the Nilla is definitely off brand. Like I don't know how they got away with the Nilla kind of thing. It's a little bit off brand, but their attempt was good. The milk in it is thick enough. It's not like a whole milk. It's probably like 2%. If you could somehow go 5%, I'd say that. But it's a decent flavor. I haven't worked with it much. I think one time I mixed with it and it got muddled. It's typical Perillium percentage. Yeah, 2 to 5. So I need to work with this flavor more, but it's good. It's accurate to its name. However, it's definitely a off-brand, whatever. But you get that gist. Annihilator Buds, yeah. Wally World. I haven't heard that in forever, and I don't know. Like people around here, we go to Walmart, but like we try not to talk about it. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like we go to Walmart out of shame. That's why we like Amazon. Like Amazon is meant for us because we don't have to leave the house. We don't have to even put pants on. That's the worst part of Walmart. Walmart should be called I gotta put pants on. That's why people don't wear clothes in Walmart because no one wants to get dressed to go to Walmart. No one wants to go to Walmart. You go to Walmart because you have no choice. The grocery stores are closed. You need 15 items that are groceries. You need like a bucket a dozen eggs, coffee, a shovel, deodorant, and 2 new shirts. That's why you go to Walmart. Okay? No one goes to Walmart because they want to. We go because we have no choice. And it's late. That's why 24-hour Walmart was the best. I need 5 things and not trying to hurt people. You know, like I need a screwdriver, a bucket, you know, like the weirdest things at 2 a.m. But that's what we never called it Wally Mart. Not around here. Like I said, we don't really try to talk about it. You know, we keep it on the low. Like, hey, I gotta go. Yeah, I gotta go to Walmart. Oh my God, do not buy it. Their food in Target is the worst food you can get at any grocery store. Buttermilk? I don't have that, do I? No. I don't even. Condensed milk, real flavors? I don't have it. But condensed milk flavors are pretty consistent and solid from my research. Milk Wonder flavors, I think I have it. It's another thin milk in the 2% realm. Oh, maybe 1 to 2. It's just okay. It's a little thin, a little sour. It's not the best milk that you can get out there. I'm not a big fan of it. Is it a relatively new flavor? I got it within the year, and I haven't had a chance to work with it, but it's a very thin kind of, not a lot of flavor milk from there, like 1% kind of milk. Yeah, not a big fan. I would say it kind of should be a 3, but I'm pretty sure some people love it. Milk and caramel cream? Yeah, I don't have this one. Can we get the honey already? Like, this is driving me nuts. All right. Condensed caramel milk. I think I'm getting it confused with Beryllium. This one's good, but I think I'm getting it confused. I haven't got it yet. Vanilla milk froth. You can watch Noted DX for this one. I didn't really like much of that line. I can't remember my notes. Yeah, that line I was so mean to. I was a little dick. Come on. Don't worry, I got it somewhere here. Oh, that's currents. What the hell? There we go. No? That's how you know there's too many lineups. This is the wrong lineup. Anyways, I'm willing to bet everyone likes it and I don't. I didn't really like much of that line. From what I remember, it's like VTA, but without the butter note. Yeah. But I don't want to talk too much about it because we did it on Noted DX, and I can't remember. I don't have this one, but I love this one. All right, so this is hard to explain. Like, this is like, I know it says oat milk. It kind of, it's like a very, it's a dirty milk. It's like an oat milk. Does that make sense? Like, it's got some woody kind of aspect to it, which you can utilize in certain instances. It's a very spicy milk. When you mix with it, the woody aspect kind of disappears. But when you complement it with backos, that woody note kind of pops out. It's like a spicy cream. Imagine if Wonder Flavor's banana puree was like a milk oat. Like, it's got that spiciness in there, which is pretty noticeable. I think the spices that I get is like an allspice kind of blend. Maybe like clove would be the most noticeable. I'm not like a spice guru, you know what I mean? But It's a very unique flavor. You cannot find a flavor similar to it. You cannot find a flavor like it. So that is why I would recommend it. You're talking about what? No. I don't know what other people say. Fantastic for desserts and tobaccos. A little on the dry side, this tastes like a drunk person being told what horchata is, and that drunk person tried to make it and failed. Despite that, it tastes really good with RY4s and other sweet tobaccos. That's what I get. Use as a sweet cream with milk. This is really nice, straightforward cream. Yeah, it's basically a cream or a milk. However, it's definitely more. It gives like a woody, kind of spicy, yeah, like a bakery spice and allspice. Really good. I never judge by color of the cup. Oh, I always judge. If it's a little too dark, immediately what I think is, is the bottle like messed up, Has it been oxidized? Has it been mixed with, Like I immediately want to know in comparison to what I typically get. That was the problem with Triple O strawberry jam is some people get the red, some people get a clear, you know what I mean? And so like I rather if it's always dark, then yeah, it doesn't bother me, TPA pancakes. But if it's not, then I need to know. That's why I don't like Walmart, Ploppy. I'm glad you said that. And I don't shop at Walmart. I use Amazon a lot, but with my life, that's kind of the only choice I have, sadly. Oatmeal. We were on oatmeal. Sorry. Nice. How many people? Can I see how many people voted? No. Okay. I recommend this flavor for the simple fact you can't find anything like it. I don't care. You can't. It's just, it's impossible. It's such a unique flavor. I like it. Yeah, you can do it with rice. It's meant for desserts, duh. But just think any kind of brown dessert, done, good. That's it. You know what I mean? Think caramels, butterscotches, breadcrumbs, caramelization, blueberry, stuff like that. Yeah, the only problem with FE rice is that thing fades, and I hate that. FE fades a lot, which bothers me. VSL milk, I don't remember. It is highly rated out of 5 people. I'm pretty sure I didn't like it because it's that's the OG, so it was probably too thin. My God, can we get to condensed milk TPA? We'll go over this quick. Sour milk TPA, not good. Don't get it. Sour condensed milk, I guess. It's like, hey, I want thick sour. Nah. And I got it as a sample like way early on. Never again. Put it milk, chocolate milk. Okay, we're getting near the end. Milk condensed, do I have this one? I have another condensed milk and I can't remember it right now. I wonder how that is. Milkshake dairy, SSA. Why did I click on that? Coconut milk, real flavors. Bro, we're an hour in. I'm dying here. How many milks are there? I don't have that many milks. I've already gone through, I don't know how many. Probably 10 at least. No, whole milk triple O. Geez, 5. How many people reviewed that? 3. Okay. Rice milk. Malted milk. I have another malted milk. Damn it. Oh, I got the notes. Thank God. Okay. Yay. Thank God, because I don't remember crap, but I gave it 4 stars. Oh my god. That's how I know I need to stop getting so many flavors. It's like I forget at 3.5%, I get a nice malt milk. There's like a powdered sugar note. Oh yeah, and we did this for malt. Duh. I'm getting it in there as well. It's froth almost. I like it, but needs help. Some help with the creaminess. Lacks depth beyond a simple malt. Also tastes like cereal milk if it weren't for if it weren't for that off note. Okay, good. There is also somewhat of a waxy plastic note in the back end as well. I'm sure that don't show up in lower percentages. That might be why I don't like wax. But yeah, there's that. I forgot we did malt. Is it FA condensed milk? I have another condensed milk and it's good. I'll tell you when I figure it out. Maybe I don't. I think I'm getting Perillium's like coffee. I think that's what it is. Yeah. I thought about getting this so many times, but hesitated, and I'm kind of glad, but then kind of not, because I always wanted to try bamboo, and yeah. Oh my god, can we stop? Can we stop? Can we stop? No more, please. No more. I see what they did with milk. It's like, how many times can you talk about milk? The most plain, basic thing in the world. Once again, all the circles with milk will do on cereal, which is coming up in the future. Where is it? Oh, I did the cereal. I did the cereal, y'all. Here, I'll give you a hidden preview. That's that one. Oh no, we did this. Yeah, we did cereal. I did cereals. Where are you? Anyway, cereal's coming up. Look at that handsome fella. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. There it is. Cereals is 3/15, 3 days before my birthday. That will be fun. Aliens gotta eat too. Look at me eating some cereal. Looks like some Fruit Loop. You know, got a nice sunrise there. Hey, knowing me, it might be a sunset. Don't judge. Anyway, it's very hard to find aliens with clothes on. Just FYI. Back on subject. So we gotta do noms. Make sure I don't forget noms. Milk and Toonie. That was pretty cool. There's actual recipe, but it is a one shot, and it was like Toonie and VSO's attempt at doing milk and honey. It's pretty good, but it's not as good as milk and honey. Of course, it's very similar kind of aspect. It's more definitive on the milk part compared to milk and honey, which is more like cream. Uh, and yeah, it's pretty good. It's so you can either buy the one shot or you can ask Swaggy or I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's online, but you can also mix it with the flavors somewhere. Yeah, I know Triple O has a condensed milk. I can't remember which one I got. I'm having a brain fart. I've done so much milks that I've given up all hope. Like, look how far down. And I still have to do knobs. And we're an hour and 14 minutes. This might be the longest episode. I haven't ate. This is all I've ate. Which isn't eating. It's drinking. But it's water. Essentially. No. It technically is. What the hell is concentrated milk? Is that just an alternative name for condensed milk? Soy milk. Hmm. We should do that. Get some almond milk, soy milk. Not because I like them, but I mean, if you have a recipe and you want to add some almonds to it with some cream, done deal. Okay. Cocoa milk SSA. Isn't that the new one? It sucks. Everyone loves it. Well, one person so far, but so far everyone I've heard has said I I got this one. It was the new release. You can watch the new episode of where I destroyed this flavor, and you can also watch it on Flavor of the Year. More shameless promotion. Yay. I don't even know. Like, you can see it in a ton of episodes where I am unhappy. So it is in the Flavor of the Year episode, as well as the 4th episode ever. Right? Fourth. Hey, you're not supposed to be in here. What are you doing in here? Oh, I got distracted. There, it's right here. Where you can see me in my early stages of struggling to get everything running, as it is tradition. But yeah, I don't like it. It sucks. I'm sorry to all the people that do like it. I don't. It's not one of the worst flavors I've ever tasted. Like, it's not like FA grape. Like, it's not like I'm vaping a grape that hasn't showered in 14 years. You know what I mean? Like an ungrateful kid, but it's bad. 10 or 15 is fine for new release. What? Oh, I always order 10. Um, 10 and 15s just for the simple fact that I'm typically trying. And then when I restock, I get a 30. And based off how fast I finish that 30, I know I need to get a 60 or a 120. I never buy more than 120 just for the simple fact that, I'll be frank, it's too expensive, honestly. But that's about it. Especially like when you're dealing with like my favorite flavors, guanabana. For a mango, a 120 is $32. I don't even want to think above that. But that's a lot of money for one flavor, you know? Uh, and yeah, I use guanabana and anywhere pineapple a lot, but I go through binges and then I stop using them for a while, like normal people. Can we stop with the milks? I'm just gonna wait here, okay? Vanilla milk extra, TFS, the whole line sucks except for green energy and afternoon tea. If you can somehow get afternoon tea, get that. It's one of, well, I mean, I don't want to say one of the best flavors, but it's so good. Also, the green energy was good. There was about 4 flavors from that 100 line that was good. I'm sorry, TFS, but they're not meant for us. They're meant for other realms. Also, they have incredibly long steep times, which is just absurd. I'm not waiting 8 weeks. Are you crazy? Anyways, strawberry coconut milk. Do I have this one? Was that one of the ones that I couldn't get, I think? Milk raw. Can't remember it. Always recommend getting the raw. The raw flavors are not bad. They're pretty good. Oh my god, we're on page fucking 9. Oh, I think we're done. I think we're done. I think we're done. We just have to do noms. We haven't even done honey. That's so crazy. Alright. So I need to figure out real quick. So 120 is the time. I need to see how long this battery lasts. Because I need it to do the standard 8 hours. Or I gotta move on to the next one. Oatmeal and milk? No. Okay. Alright, I think those are all the milks. I'm gonna call it. I know there's a couple new ones maybe. And I know that's noms. So we're just gonna go to noms because I could be here all day. This thing's hot, so let me take that off. No. Alright. So they have the milk fresh and milk chocolate doesn't count. I really wish I put my notes up, but that was a lot of work doing all those flavors. That was crazy. We did 4 weeks, and I was 2 weeks ahead usually or something like that, but life goes crazy, y'all. Like it's hard to do. Like I'm glad I got most of that out of the way. The first year trying so many new flavors, man. Like doing noted and also actually single flavor testing, like when I started, like I tried at first and then I quit after a month and went back to commercial because I was working at the shop. So like I got 120s for like $5 to $10. So I was all set, and no shipping charge, which hurt a lot of commercial buyers. And then once I started single flavor testing, I'm glad I did that, and then Noted just made it absurd because I was testing stuff I didn't want to. Now here, every occasion, I have to. Yeah, and so fresh milk, Noms. Sweet, darker than normal milk, almost like cereal milk, great sweetness and body, very weird off note, like birch or rubber. So that's why I haven't mixed with it yet. I did everything at 2%, so maybe I overshot it. So yeah, maybe lower percentages would be better. I have not mixed with it, so I don't know. Obviously, the start of it was good, but that off note ruined it. So I think solving it at 1% would do it. But as I've said over and what is there? A truck backing up? Let me make sure everything's good. Well, my neighbor's having a terrible day. He has Best Buy and Geek Squad at his front door. That sucks. Because it's going to take hours, as well as they're going to overcharge him. Anyway, yeah, so I haven't gotten around to mixing with this flavor, but that's probably why that burnt off note scares me. Alright, that's been the portion of honey, which has only taken an hour and 22 minutes. If you have watched the entire hour and 23 minutes now, you can post taco emojis or something. I don't know. Let me know I'm doing okay. Am I okay here? I'm almost dying. I hate milk now. I see what happened to Dave. Like, talking about milk for an hour just makes you hate milk. Like, I'm done. Like, that's why people just latch on to those top three. Like, give me milk and honey and have Babe for Fitty and then Triple O for me. But, like, bro, after an hour, like, that's what happened with coconut. Coconut, I think, has given Dave and Sam, like, PTSD. Like, no joke. Like, I know you think I'm joking, but like anytime we talk about coconut and Sam brings up it's like he gets sad. Yeah. So this is obviously what has happened to me in milk, because now I understand. Because after talking an hour with some tangents, so let's just say 45 minutes straight, I fucking hate milk. What does that even mean? Seriously though, coconuts, we're never doing that episode. I've already tested my coconuts, right? So like I'm already like I'm fine. And the reason why I'm fine is because I didn't test like 60 of them all at once or 30. That's what I'm saying. Like the consistent off note of milks is sour. So the suntan lotion is terrible. But now we get in the honey flavors, which is going to be so fun to fiddle through, considering there's honeydew and honeycomb and all this fun stuff that I'm going to have to wheedle my way through. Let's see. Boom. All right. We already did milk and honey. Honeysuckle. We're not going to talk about that, but that's a good flavor. Black honey TPA. Big words. Don't start at that. Start at 2. and then work your way up. I like it. It's an, ashy, ashy kind of tobacco. Not, I don't get a lot of honey. Like, I would want more honey out of it, but it's pretty good. I can't remember my notes because I tend to not work with black honey, and I'm pretty sure people don't like it. Okay, not as bad as I thought. 233 reviews, 3.5 stars. Honestly, that's not that bad considering most people might have ordered it just because it said honey and then been completely completely hurt. Can't even say I can't even speak now. I can't even, it's milk and I see. I can see clearly now the milk is gone. That's stupid, but I like it. Anyways, this is good. It's an additive. That's how I utilize it. It adds a nice kind of, it sounds weird, but like sweet ash, sweet smoke. Okay, so here's where we got to get through all this crap. Black honey is awesome. Yeah, you with black honey, 2%, 1 to 2. You're right, but like this is a lie. You don't have to. I don't know why. Yeah. Here's where at least the honey's gonna go fast. I don't have a lot of honey. Is this from like the new release? If it's from the new release, it sucks. Honey TPA. There we go. That's one. Yeah, I'm not adding it again. So we'll go over both of them, but there's two that are terrible for me. We can go over them both. Honey TPA and honey cap. Like some of the worst flavors I've ever had. There's no distinguishable, honey notes in it whatsoever. It's like if someone made like a wild melon mix of like off notes. It's like, hey, can I combine every off note in mixing and let's just put it into a honey flavor. Yeah, whatever. They won't even notice. Like it's it's like they tried to do spurberry, but terrible. It is cardboard. It is burnt. It is dirty. It is waxy. It is inhumane. It should be a punishment. It's like, all right, you're either gonna get death row or you're gonna have to do 60 milliliters of just honey from Capella and TPA. And I think most people would just go to death row. I know I would have to think about it. I would be like, well, what device am I using? Like, can I plow through this real quick, or is it going to be slow and methodical and torture with the pod? Am I going to have any customization, or is it just a disposable? Like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of questions, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people just be like, no. It's one of the worst flavors ever. I mean, if you don't believe me, get them both. Combine them at 2%. And if you survive, I can't remember which flavor, but what was his name? Skittle. I can't remember the full name, but Skittles, I think it was just Skittles. He did 5% in a mech. I think he threw up or like profusely was unhappy. And that was genuine. Like, I can't imagine doing 5%. Like, you should get a reward, like a medal. Like, someone in public should hand you some type of item that is made with like machines and stuff of any kind, a key to the city, a trophy, a plaque, anything, any of that nature that has been built. And it should be publicly like announced. Like, it needs to be on TV. That's how bad it is. I'm not joking. It's terrible. Honey peach. We're not going over that, but that's a delicious flavor. No cereals. No cereals. Honeybee Flavora. I guess I don't have it, but I remember trying it long ago. It's a very floral honey. That's all I remember. Um, I don't think I have it anymore. I think I don't remember how I got in contact with it. Might have been someone sent me some. But a very floral honey, very thick floral honey. Take that as you will. It can be beneficial. You know, if you wanted to add a floral honey to a floral recipe, bam. But if you're just adding a honey to your, I don't know, your butterscotch, I don't know. Um, yeah, as you can tell, I'm done. Let's talk about this crap. So, continuation of the worst flavors ever. I did they do like a collab? Did they like, hey, which one of us can make the worst flavor? If I had to pick, I think it's Capella. I think Capella won the worst flavor or the worst honey flavor. I don't know. These flavors make me depressed. Like just thinking about, just reminiscing about the time that I tried. Like not like, let's get real. Like I tried these in my first run, right? And it was so bad that it pushed me away from DIY. I'll say that again. Honey TPA and honey cap are such bad flavors that I said maybe I shouldn't even do this, and went away from DIY. Not like left the community like, yeah, fuck y'all. I just stopped doing it. That's how bad the flavor is. That is not good to be out there. So I think publicly it needs to be known as much as possible to do that and then that. And yeah, that is not good. And it's not the company's fault because they don't make it for one solution. They make it for a wide variety. So, you know, they tried it in their variety that they tried and it was good. What that ever may be. But yeah, that's how bad these flavors were. So I'm not BSing. Like it pushed me away because I was like, maybe this just all sucks in comparison. Maybe the companies have some like hidden trick. In reality, it's just super sweet, but maybe it broke my heart. I was like, damn, maybe it's just not gonna happen. So yeah, I'm not joking. They were terrible flavors to the point where I must do this. I must do this. Oh, I have to add it to my. I don't want to add it to my stash to rate it, but okay. For charity or science, I don't know. But yeah, I guess I said that to say this. That pushed me away. Don't let it push you away. I say something's good, the whole world says something good, and you don't think it's good. Don't let that stop you. That's just your palate. You're going to learn your palate. You're going to get better. You're going to figure out what flavors work with you. Eventually, you're going to find your guanabana and you're going to go all ape shit for it. Don't lose hope. I have thousands of flavors and I only like some. All right? So it takes time. So take your time with each purchase every single time. Do research. And if it just happens to not work out, don't lose hope. Keep honing your skills. Keep single flavor testing. Keep exploring. Don't lose hope. There's a lot of shit out there. And that doesn't mean you are or your palate is. It just means there's a lot of bad flavors. There's over probably 10,000 flavors. I mean, one of the websites, I can't remember off the top of my head, says they have over 6,000. So just imagine there's probably like 20, 30,000. You know, they're not going to all be good. And the chances of you getting a bad flavor is way higher than a good flavor. I guess that's why I wanted to say that. It's inspirational. Oh, where are we on this crap? Honey sucks. Honey Inawera sucks. It's another overly floral honey. That has like a, I don't want to say a pledge, but like a very distinct kind of cleaner note. I don't know what cleaner uses like a honey. Maybe it's like a trash bag scent or something like that. Not as bad as Capella or TPA, so congrats. Like it's bad, but it's not terrible. You know? Honey Flavor West I do not have, nor do I recommend any tobacco from Flavor West. We're not going to do that. This is much quicker than milk. I should have started with honey. Honey VSO. Actually not that bad. It's a floral honey. Most honeys are floral, but it's a very floral sweet honey. It's more authentic than most. The floral is natural versus honeybee, where it's a little bit like damn, calm down. Like, did you extract just floral? This is a lot more natural. If there's a raw, get that one. 5% for the OG, right? What? I guess they're all raw now. Oh no, the OG one, if I remember, I think was one of the more potent ones. Yeah, this is a pretty good honey. If you can get around that floral note, which you got to work with, you got to kind of mute. It's a good honey. Honey, SC. This is one of the new ones. I can't remember, but if I went over it, you can watch it on episode 4, and actually we will find out in a second. Wait, no. Wonder flavors, new Wonder flavors I haven't done. I just went over on some episode. I can't remember because it was only a couple flavors that I could get. And I think honey was one of the ones I couldn't get, or I decided not to get financially because it's like, well, I don't like honey, as you can see. Well, no, take that back. I fucking love honey. Love it. Not in this way. There are just not that many good ones. I would love to try it whenever, but I'm not gonna run to it, especially with the 3 stars. Are we done? I can't remember any. Does a golden syrup count? Or whatever it's called? Would that count? Let me check chat. Wonder Flavors isn't new? What is the new honey? I wonder why I can never put the black. You're distracting me. I'm gonna find out. Let's go to this website, BCF. I'm only gonna refer to them as BCF for their sake. No, I'm having a brain fart. New arrivals. Newest. I wish it always did that. Just go to newest. Black tea flavor. I still need to get these. I really want the Juliet and the exotic, everything except the champagne. But just having, life is tough. But life is life. It's alright. I don't need anything, you know what I mean? Gotta be. Oh, it was agave nectar. Agave. Oh, we can do this a quicker way. We just go up here and search honey. There we go. Okay, products. And then sort by newest. Damn, we're gonna get honeydew. Huh. Am I tripping? Maybe it was from Noms. I don't know. I thought there was a new honey. Oh well. Well, I don't have Wonder flavors either way, and I don't think I have sweet honey. I think VTA does honey, golden, brown stuff really well. I think that's it. And that's kind of why we did the milk and honey episode for Rocky, because I have way more milks and I don't have that many honeys. Well, honestly, I thought I didn't have that many milks, but as usual, I have like 20 of every freaking flavor. It's ridiculous. I need to start giving it away, but I'm lazy. Very lazy. That's going to take forever. Rum with honey. Rum with honey is not that bad. I mean, it's only four. I mean, it's there's not a lot of honey. There's not a lot of rum. It's kind of watered down, but it's not terrible. It's kind of like you imagine you added put rum, like a shot, maybe double shot of rum in like an old fashioned glass, filled it up to the brim of that glass with water so it's diluting a lot, and then poured like honey over it, mixed it, and then let it sit for about 27 to 34 minutes, and then took a sip. That's what it's like. It's not bad. It's still gonna do its work, but its edges are watered down. It's not as sharp. Uh, I don't have Volkswagen honey. Honey raw, there it is. We already talked about that earlier. Both are good, honestly. I like the OG better, which is very rare. The OG was just a little bit easier to work with because it was a little bit soft. Honey organic. Honey organic nature's flavors is probably, I mean, I don't have like a favorite honey. Like, I don't have one of those. Uh, but honey nature's flavors is pretty good. It's floral, don't get me wrong, but it's the least, don't worry, I won't forget. It's the least floral honey that I can think of off the top of my head. I enjoy it a lot. I haven't mixed with it yet because it is, it is honey, and honey, as I just said, is like not my number one priority. It's not typically what I get, but it's a really good natural honey with a little bit of floral. I'm not gonna say there's no floral, and it's very potent. So I would not start with this. I would start at 1%, and I think that's kind of pushing it. I would, if you have a solidified recipe, I would start with 0.5 and work up. If you're just kind of starting from scratch, I would start at 1 and work up. Uh, it's more potent than this leads on to. It's very similar to like their ginger, if I remember. Like you can do it up to 2.5%, but you probably don't need that. Um, really good, very organic. But yeah, I haven't worked with it enough. I need to. Wait, we do black honey. I think that's it. Honey lemon. Ooh, pancake honey. Uh, what? Who? So one. Okay. I will help them out and lean this. It's between. It's like a 3.5. Uh, so it's pancake honey syrup. Like it has syrup in there. It's got a pancake. Uh, and honey. The pancake is a little bit like it doesn't have enough bakery notes. It's kind of like you're uh, just the mix. Like you know what I mean? Like it's a little bit too broken down. Kind of like you poured syrup over it, let it sit, and then mushed it all up. Kind of, but it's pretty good. Um, I haven't worked with it because every time I go to get Recca, I'm usually doing some with sparkling or fruit. It's good. I don't think it deserves a 1 star. Be my honey. I don't have this. I thought I had this. I guess not. Maybe I'm confusing that with Favora. Honey bee and be my honey. But I bet you it's good. When they make weird names like this, it tends to be exciting to try. I think that's it for honey, except for the Winnie. Alright, I think that's it. Let's go to 7. Let's try. Does Noms have a honey? Let's find out. Noms. Nope. Alright, so let's do Winnie. Winnie, what percentage was this? 3? Yeah, sounds about right. I would say it's around there. So, this is supposed to be named after the poo guy. It's floral. Not the most floral, but it's a little bit more floral than nature flavors. It's a really good honey though. Natural, good body in it, and it from the time I did mix it, it does mix well. I haven't had much time to mix with it, unfortunately. I never got a chance to restock on it. That's what I'm saying, Ploppy. But it was okay. I don't get any kind of milk out of it. It definitely feels like their own version of milk and honey, which is just kind of like honey cream, like kind of thing. I don't get the milk aspect, but or much cream from it, but it definitely feels. How do I explain? Like, I don't know. I don't get that much milk out of it. There's more to it from what I remember. There was like a density that I couldn't explain, but I didn't get too much milk or cream. I bet you other people do. I didn't get a chance to truly work with. Ah, it does have. Maybe I'm thinking of another honey. It's a very nice floral honey. Maybe I don't even have this. Maybe I'm having. Oh, honey. MB. I haven't. Why is there no? I guess because there isn't. How do you spell Mullenberry? I forgot about this. This one's not good either. Huh. Well, I guess it's been so long that I forgot that it had milk in it. It obviously has milk in it. I just remember the honey being kind of floral. Maybe my palate just got that muted out because milk is always kind of thin. I just remember it being not that good, but not that bad. Like 3, like if you like honey, get it. I never thought of milk and honey though. But then again, I don't know. You can't get Mullenberry anymore. So I don't have any more of it. I think I only got a 15. And a 10 or a 15, and it only got me through the single flavor test and a couple of recipes. But damn, now I'm kind of confused if I even had it. I almost want to get, I wish I could get a new bottle to try it again. Maybe my palate has changed too much. So yeah, I guess I won't comment on it. Because if I don't remember a distinguished flavor, then there's no reason to talk on it. And it's been a while since I had it. And I just remembered the, kind of natural floral note to it. However, you can see me go crazy with the Mullenberries on Noted DX. I think I did was it Noted DX? I don't know. But I got all their tobaccos and they all suck except for the vanilla. Now, I'm done. Finally. Jeez, I just wanted to get through that, man. Maybe I had Be My Honey, but not Winnie. This is heavy honey butter yogurt. Honey butter yogurt. Got Winnie. Maybe I did it too low. Got sweetener, FA Butter 1, FA Custard Extra 1, Winnie at 3.5, Yogurt Plain at 3, Sweet Yogurt at 1, and Caramel Butter at 1.75. I don't have the Yogurt Plain, and I don't have that now. What's the other one you got, Sham? Proper. Where is it? Milk and Honey at 1, Rich Cinnamon at 0.15, very important. FA Milk at 1, Tanga Mandarin at 1.5, Winnie again at 2.5, Creamy Milky Undertone, of course, at 3. How did you get the 9 point? Oh, wait, what? How does it do that? Why is it at 9.9% flavor? There's only 5s. This is gonna trip me out, man. Let me do this. So 1 point plus 0.5 plus 1 plus 1.5 plus 2.5 plus 3 plus 0.75. 9.9. Am I tripping balls? Oh. No. Oh, yeah. Duh. I was like, what? Yeah, it looked good. Yeah, I did the. Yeah, that's why I was like, it makes no sense, but the calculator says it's right. But then, if it's going by 5s, how would it end up at 9? Yeah. My brain is tripping. But yeah, that's what got me. But anyways, thanks for watching me suffer. What about how'd the vote? We got 11 votes. Quickly vote. If you haven't, please. And if it's a no, let me know why. I'm just curious. I don't know. I don't care. Kind of want to do it. If you want to support me, you can go to the Patreon. I only got one person there, so if you want to be number 2, if you want to be number 2, you'll be my number 1. I don't know. But it's always pinned. You can find it on our Facebook as well. Which you can find here. You go over here to Facebook, and you find this. And you go here, and you somewhere it says follow. I think over here. And you follow. You'll be number 90. And yeah, that's where you can see polls. I have the polls here, which I did, and 100% people said yes, but I hate the fact that these polls don't last, and from what I can tell, there's no way to make it endless. I would rather the polls never stop, but yeah, and then we have a couple episodes that I'm working on right now. So let me show you a little preview of the ones coming up. So in the future, no set time, we do have cereal, which I return to the yogurt Big Lebowski kind of theme. I could have gone that way or Seinfeld. I didn't know which way. By the way, Sam, send his well wishes to Sam. He had over 100 temperature. I think you said 103, 104. It was pretty bad, so he's not doing too well. Anyways, that's why I'll get into next week. We're going to continue the lychee. There's also another one that made it, papaya. Papaya made it to through your votes. That's the only way I'm going to do it. And then once you guys stop voting, I guess I'll just stop doing it. I don't know. Then what else do we got? We got lemons. Lemonades are coming up. Lemons and lemonades. That's going to be fun. We also have TMA yogurt in 2 weeks. That's going to be a major episode. But this week we have the monkeys coming back with the lychee white cheese. So that's going to be this Wednesday at 8:30 Eastern. Wednesday. Yeah. And what else do we have for Denoted? All the ones that I didn't cover tonight that had milk and cereal, we're going to go over cereal, so heads up for that in the future. I figured I won't have as much cereal flavor, so might as well do that. And what else is there? Oh, one of my favorite AI creatives is Kiwi. I mean, look at that. Doesn't that fit well? I thought of that when I was like, well, the kiwi's green. As well as there's a cherry episode, but I really don't want to do the cherry episode without Sam. I feel like Sam needs to do it because Sam has way more cherries than me. I only have like 10. But we also have mango episode coming. Biddy, don't forget. I forgot to remind you, of course, because I'm gonna forget. And yeah, those are the episodes coming up. But literally next week is what is next week? It's Kiwi. So Kiwi is the next one coming up, which is a great episode. I do like a lot of Kiwis. And to go over, what was I saying? Yeah, we'll do Kiwi next week. And then if I need to push out mangoes further for Fiddy to send me it, I will. It's okay. And as I said, we had cherries, papaya. Oh, we also have, I said it completely wrong. What did I say for this one? I forgot to mention this one, which I haven't even put the names on it or anything. But odd name flavors has made it on the list. Very simple. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go through my flavor list, and if it's a weird name, I'm going to go over it. So that's going to be fun, and probably even longer than this. But let me change it back to the proper image. So I think that's all that's coming up. Yeah. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, give me a good recommendation for a coffee you like. Not in live. I mean, yeah, you can in live, but I mean after the video's up. If you somehow still made it this far of me torturing myself, 82% of you out of 11 votes, which is, doesn't give me the amount, so I can't do the math in my head, but 81% thinks I should do coffee, which I'll think about it. I definitely have to get this tuned in and see if this is better. I might have to get a wall mount. I don't know, but yeah. Appreciate everyone watching. As I said, next week is gonna be at 12, March 1st. Already March, isn't that crazy? Kiwi. And then TMA, if Sam feels better. I've told them, if the beautiful thing is now that we have control of everything. If anything, if anything happens, we can always cancel, reschedule. We don't have to worry about anything. And so I wanted to make sure Sam's okay completely, and then we'll be back. He should be fine by Wednesday, but if he's not, we'll prolong it another week. It doesn't matter. But yeah, you have more time to do your lychee recipes, which is a very hard episode in my opinion. But yeah, we'll see you then Wednesday, 8:30. Doesn't it? You cover breakfast? I can't even, honestly. So, we originally used to get our eggs in packs I'm talking about where I work, for like 30, 40. Guess how much they cost now? We used to get $30 to $40, right? For the eggs. $30 to $40. $120 now. What? I'm telling you, I'm about to start having chickens. We're going to be a coffee, DIY, and chicken. That's what we're going to be. I'm going to have chickens in the background. I'm going to be like, this chicken is full body. As you can see, you will get a lot of wings out of it. It's got 4 wings. It flies multiple ways. That's what's going to happen in the future. welcome, welcome to DIYer Chicken. Welcome to DIYer Chicken. And as I drink my coffee, and then just in the background is a bunch of chickens just clucking the whole time. But yeah, if you, like Fiddy says, if you want, he was talking about the Patreon. I got distracted. So if you want to support me in a fun, tasty way, you can go to Patreon. It's always pinned. And you can find it on IG or Facebook. Come here to Facebook. Come and follow us. This is not just me. This is also Sam and Linda. This is all of us. We just didn't have a name for it, so we just called it that. And this is where you can find all the info. I always post when I'm about to go live. As you can see that we weren't going to go live week, so you won't be curious. As well as I consistently post like interactive stuff, mostly polls. And then yeah, let you know of future stuff. And we will continue, as you can see, Cherries made it, Papaya made it, Odd Names made it. And then we are going to do another poll, bringing in anything else and trying to filter out whatever else anyone wants to see. So yeah, you can find out all things there by searching that on Facebook. And yeah, what else is there? I think that's it. And then yeah, see you here on Wednesday. Anyways, thank you for watching DIY Coffee and Chicken. I'm your head roaster here. Get it? Get it? Roaster, rooster. Get it? Get it? Funny. Have a great week. I'll see you in a couple of days. Enjoy your weekend. This was a long episode. Bro, I need to go eat and like pee and then like eat again and then make some cold brew. And yeah, it's going to be a good day. I hope you have a good weekend. Thank you for watching. I hope you had some benefit from watching this. If not, I hope you found some entertainment, happiness. At the end of the day, I just hope you liked watching it. If not, thanks for hating me. I appreciate all the support. And yeah, I'll see you around. We'll see you Wednesday. Zigzag. Diddy Kong. Check it out. It's a good song. Zigzag. Have a great day, y'all. Have a great week, y'all. Stay safe.